Hey guys, good afternoon. It's Angelo, Christian Financial, nationwide mortgage lender where America goes for funding for the last 20 years. Call or text us at 832-431-6331 or click on that link below to get signed up to get pre-approved for your residential or commercial mortgage. Today, this message is brought to you by Michael Bernier of West Palm Beach, Florida. We just pre-approved him for a $500,000 mortgage in West Palm Beach and asked me to make this video. If you want me to make a video, you got a great idea, please message us. We'd love to hear from you. Are you trying to buy a $500,000 house? Are you trying to get a jumbo loan? Maybe you're having a hard time with your lender. Reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you and see how we can help you to actually get pre-approved. Today, what we're talking about is how much house can you actually qualify for with $100,000 of income. So let's go over the math. I'm going to show you some different programs, conventional and jumbo loan programs of actually how much you can go up to in FHA to see what you can actually qualify for with the different opportunities. So basically the question is that Mike was asking me is how much can you actually qualify for with $100,000 in income? So, and this is assuming that we have a debt you have your current debt, you have a car payment of $700 a month, you have student loan debts of $300 a month, and you have credit card bills of $500 a month. So that total outflow equals $1,500 a month of total outflow, okay? So that costs $1,500 a month. And these right here are the debt to income ratios that are allowed for the different programs. Conventional will allow for a 43% debt ratio. FHA will allow for a 55% debt ratio. And the jumbo will allow for 40% debt ratio. Now what I'm talking about here is your back end debt ratio, okay? So that's what's allowed. So how do we determine what the back end debt ratio is? It takes some math. It's a division, a math problem. And so basically, and in these examples, a $500,000 home and a $600,000 home, I'm giving you an estimate of what the principal, interest, and taxes and insurance are. I'm telling you that for a $500,000 house, your total payment would be about $3,500 a month. And for a $600,000 house, your payment would be about $4,200 a month. That's your total principal, interest, taxes, and insurance payment. So we have to add up all the debt. Remember how you determine debt ratio is debt divided by the income. So you take the debt divided by income equals debt ratio. So that's your math equation and how you can solve for the debt ratio. So we add up all of the debt. In this example, the $3,500 plus the $1,500 equals $5,000. And then you divide that by the monthly income, and that will tell you what the debt ratio is. And we do it for a $600,000 house too. We take $5,700 a month divided by $8,300, and then we can determine what the debt ratios are. So let's go through the math and we can tell you what it actually is. So 5,000 divided by 8,300 equals 60%. Okay, so you already see there's a problem here with these numbers. This is 68%. So what does this mean? You're making $100,000 a year and your debt ratio here shows 60%. None of these programs will go that high, not even FHA. Here you're showing 68% debt ratio. It's too high. So what do we have to do? You have to lower the debt ratio or bring in more income to get to these home prices that you want. So how do we do that? So let's say that you pay off the credit cards. You pay off the credit cards, you get rid of them, and then this goes to $1,000 a month. Then your debt ratio will drop. Then this will go to $4,500 a month. If we do that, then you can actually see, watch how low your debt ratio drops. So if we drop your debt to $4,500 over, now you're at 54%. So here, in this example, you would now go to a 54% debt ratio here. And you would qualify for an FHA loan. Now, if you pay down the debt on this side over here, we would drop this to $5,200 a month in outflow. And if we do the division, you'll come out to still too high. you're at 63%. So your debt ratio is still too high for the jumbo loan. You can't get a $600,000 house with any of these products, not jumbo, not FHA. You can qualify for an FHA loan here because your debt ratio is below 55%. So the thing is that with our company, how we're different, we're gonna figure out how to get you approved for the loan. Maybe you bring in a cosigner. You add a spouse. Okay. You add in extra income, and we take your 100K of income, maybe we add another 50K of income. So when we add an extra 50K of income, whenever we solve for this, now you can take your income to $12,300 per month and watch how low your debt ratio goes. And one of the reason why I'm taking the time to talk about this is because a lot of lenders, when they look at your application, they're just going to deny you for the loan. You're trying to buy a $500,000 house, you're trying to buy a $600,000 house, or whatever that number is, your dream home. They're going to look at your application and say, oh, I'm sorry, your debt to income ratio is too high, you don't qualify. But I'm going to figure out how to get you approved by adding more income, removing debt, doing whatever we have to do to get you approved. If we add this extra income here, just in this example, and I do this all the time for people when I'm trying to help them to get pre-approved for their loan. So now, if we take the new income, your debt ratio goes down to 36%. So you can get a conventional loan now because your debt ratio goes down to 36%. And over here, it'll go down to 43. So the bottom line is that if you're trying to buy a nice home, your dream home, and you make $100,000 a year, understand the main programs, the predominant programs that you're going to do is FHA, conventional, or jumbo. And these are the maximum debt ratios you can have. And you have to add in your current debt plus your proposed mortgage payment, and you can't exceed these ratios. But we can get creative by adding spouse income, cosigner income, reducing debt to get you into these ratios so you can qualify for the loan. And that's the most important takeaway is if you're out there, maybe you got denied by your lender, they can't help you, they told you needed 40% down or they can't get you the loan, we can help you to get approved and qualified. Call or text our office. That's why we're here. We've been doing this for over 2 decades, one of the highest rated lenders in the country. We certainly want to hear from you. Call or text us at 832-431-6331, or you can click on that link below to get signed up, to get pre-approved. We do first lien HELOCs, second lien HELOCs, jumbos, conventional, FHA, USDA, VA. We'd love to hear from you. Please reach out to us and check out my next video, guys. I'm getting ready to shoot. I want you to watch that one. That's a really good one.